Alright. There's Snow White. Right there. Let's see. Can you see her? Yep, there she is. There, I'll just sit like this. I know. This is a different um video angle, but for some reason I hurt my back. I don't know how I did it, but I did it last night. So might as well sit like this. But felt like spoiling y'all. I just got done watching I Talk Cryptid's live stream, so if you're from there, hi. I'm Cryptid Cries. Well, I'm Lone Wolf. You're watching Cryptid Cries. This is Cryptid time, and eventually, once I get a computer, I'll end up editing the newer Cryptid times, probably episode 100, with actual photos, because there's not many photos, and I keep on forgetting to do these, or the photos are for lake monsters, and I just can't stand American lake monsters. Always have. Granted, I don't like lake monsters that much as is. Don't know why, because they are some of the coolest. I think it's just because I can't swim. What's the point in trying to look for a creature that can swim? The last thing I'd see would be nothing, because the waters they normally live in are murky, and I can't swim, so I'd be at the bottom going, huh, well, I lived an alright life. But, no. Also, if y'all are old subscribers, and you've seen my questions and all that on the, community tab, I my Bigfoot, documentary, I may actually decide to make this year. I don't know yet. But with how hot it's getting, bears are gonna be out in full swing. That's the only problem. And then can't do it fall because either A, I'll be hunting or people are just gonna be hunting. So I don't want to get my head blown off even if I wear bright orange. Because here in Pennsylvania, they're retarded. But, where my photos came from of the footprints, if you've seen them, they were probably about like that big. So nothing huge, but it was in the snow and the weather. You would have had frostbite the moment you pulled your foot out and stuck it onto the snow. Like, that's how it be. But it also was walking up higher. Which makes me believe it was potentially a young Bigfoot. Because it didn't look like a bear track at all. And, yeah. But in that area, there's tons of caves, so before I get into these, if you watch it all the way through, this video all the way through, leave me know in the comments below if you think Sasquatch may be using caves. Because I think they do as well. Like, they live in these underground caves and only come out occasionally when they're hungry. So, yeah. But, anyways, we're in Ohio. Not state, but in the book. Ooh, almost gave you a sneak peek of the photo. This one is a Bigfoot, but it's a terrifying Bigfoot. Like, a monstrous Bigfoot, if it tells. Ohio grassman. Although stories of hairy men in the forests of Ohio go back to the native Indians, The first written report, a gorilla in Ohio, appeared in newspapers in 1869. The creature apparently pounced upon a wagon and attacked the driver. The man's daughter, who was also in the wagon, struck the creature in the ear with a rock and it fled. Although scattered reports continue over the years, the sighting of a 7-foot tall, 300-pound hairy ape-like creature near Minerva in 1978 brought the Ohio grassman to national attention. According to Altered Dimensions magazine, a group of children claimed to see the creature in a gravel pit. The sightings soon became regular. Evelyn Clayton, the grandmother of the children who made the initial claim, saw the creature picking through garbage in broad daylight, although she couldn't see any features through the thick mat of hair over its face. Okay, we're quick. I'm gonna stop here for a second. The reason why I say monster is this one's a small Ohio grassman. Grassmen, many reports of grassmen claim them to be 8 to 10 feet tall, which are just monsters of, well, monsters, so to speak. But yeah, they're like monstrous Bigfoot. And I've noticed they seem to be more, I wouldn't say aggressive, but territorial. Like, they'll do bluff charges and everything. Which, if you have Shaquille O'Neal charging you, you'd crap your pants. So imagine seeing a Shaquille O'Neal-sized creature charging you in the woods or fields. You'd probably have a heart attack right then and there. Just, hey, look. And not to mention, considering many reports of Bigfoot say they can somehow send out like an electroshock or something like that. Like, they can stun. I forget what it's called, but like they can stun deer and all of that. That's how they can catch up to them. And then they break their legs so the deer can't run off. So, if it decided we were food, first of all, you ain't outrunning a Bigfoot. But second of all it has to do is just boom, and then you're stunned. You can't move. You're paralyzed. Whatever it does. But yeah. Anyways, back to the rest of this. Okay. The Clayton family continued to see the creature on August 21 of that year. The Clayton saw what they called panthers in their yard right before an enormous upright creature stepped in front of the cats. The Claytons went inside to grab firearms when one of them saw the monster leering through a kitchen window. When they went outside with the guns, the hairy creature was gone, although it left a horrendous stench. The Claytons and neighbors continued to see the creature at night and during the day. Authorities searching the area. Thought it said scratching, sorry. Found 2 dogs with snapped necks. Well, that's one thing that's in common with Bigfoot sightings. They can't stand dogs. Because many of them just and cave in the head. Normally with a rock, but I'm sure with their large size, all they have to do is stomp on it and poor dog no more. But yeah, Bigfoot investigators discovered large footprints in grassy nests where they said the creature bedded down, giving the legendary creature the name Grassman. Another rash of sightings of the creature occurred in the summer of 1980, although nothing has rivaled the encounters of 1978. Well, okay, this one's interesting. This one's just called Orange Eyes. If there's a monster at Charles Mill Lake Reservoir, at least it's not lonely. In uh 1963, a number of witnesses reported seeing an 11-foot tall, 1,000-pound ape-like creature with glowing orange eyes at the park. Local legend has it the monster once lived in a tunnel system beneath a nearby cemetery, but when a highway came through in the 1940s, it had to look for somewhere else to live, and it wasn't happy about it. Another sighting came in 1968 when children saw the monster in the woods, but that about did it for Orange Eyes. The beast showed itself to two fishermen in 1991 before it faded into obscurity. And now, here's the funny one, or cryptid that I have a hard time believing in, but who knows? Um, Especially because every thing I've read about this has the same thing, so something's true. And there's also a report, supposedly. The Loveland Frogs, or Loveland Frogman, whichever you want to call it. In 1955, a man driving near the Miami River near Loveland just before 4 a.m. saw these three human like figures on the side of the road. He pulled over to help them, then realized what he saw. They were creatures about 4 feet tall with webbed hands and feet and green leather like skin. The faces of the beast looked like frogs. The largest frogman held some kind of wand over its head, uh, which began spitting sparks. The driver hit the accelerator and sped away, but that wasn't the only encounter with the frogmen. In 1972, a Loveland police officer driving on a lonely road was startled when a creature about 3 feet tall jumped from the side of the road and dashed to the other side on 2 legs. It jumped over the guardrail and into the Miami River. Soon after, another police officer stopped to move what he thought was a dead animal from the road. When the lump leapt up and ran, the officer shot and wounded the beast, although it too escaped into the river. And then, let me show this. Loveland Frog. Pretty cool. Da, da, da. And yep. Okay, that'll be good. Be good. We'll be in Oklahoma the next time I do Cryptid Time, which will be 60, episode 60, which is shocking. Ugh. All right. Yeah. But yeah, let me know what you think on about these creatures, as well as I want to add on to the Loveland frogman. There's apparently, I don't know where it would be at. Assuming it'd probably be on the Loveland police apartment, and then just have to scroll back down all the way. But there's apparently a police report of from one of those officers, or both, or another officer that encountered the creature. So yeah, if I find it, it may be in the description down below, or the community tab, which probably gonna be the community tab because I'm just gonna upload this video. But yeah, so jeez. I think I swallowed a hair. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that because this is the second time I've heard pretty much the same story. So, yeah, I'm gonna find it. But yeah, so until next time, see y'all on the next hunt. Bye.